YouTube family, welcome to the video. So I haven't posted in a while, 4 or 5 days to be exact, depending on what time I post this video up. But I'll probably do one of those, stay up all night, and I love editing, so ain't about me sitting around a computer for so long, you know. But I want to make sure it's a good quality, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So I'll probably post this out. Today is Friday 8, so yeah, I'll probably post it tonight or Saturday morning. Guys in Texas, hopefully you guys will be okay in this storm. Hopefully your rides will be okay. It's supposed to be severe weather, and it's fixing the storm real bad. You guys can see, but it's really wet out. So not to draw this shit out, so Civic's broken, and to be honest with you, man, I'm not too effed up about it. It is life, and I'm still at peace and one with this car. However, as far as life situation, I'm just gonna put this car on the back burner for a while and try to get other things done. So the problem with the car is, ironically, on New Year's I took it for a drive, and I noticed New Year's Eve I went to get some food, and I went to get me a little drink. I like to drink limeritas, which I need to stop. But I love limeritas made by Bud Light, and I went to get me some food. I went to go dump some oil at AutoZone, and after I picked the limerita up, I was doing a little pull, and I noticed this vibration. And it wasn't so bad. And then on New Year's, took it for a drive, and the vibration got worse. So I was like, okay, something might be loose or whatever. And it was vibrating so bad that the O2 sensor, the fuse kept blowing, because it's not touching the chassis, but enough vibration will cause that sensor to just short on the chassis. So I actually insulated it better this time. And I noticed my mount, my transmission mount nut was gone. So I was like, okay, maybe that's my problem. I thought the tires was an issue, which I need better tires. I do have the radials, and it won't hook. So obviously it will spin. But the vibration was kind of throwing me off guard, because I have energy suspension bushings, low control arms and everything. So it's stiff. I have boomer mounts. So I mean, I don't see where this vibration came from. I thought, like I said, I may have some loose bolts or nuts. The form and functions were loose. I tightened it. One of my axles were loose, and the reason why I didn't, like, you know, on the axle nut, you like take a punch and so it won't turn on itself. I didn't do that because I knew that something was going to happen with this car, that I had to take the motor out. As you guys knew, I had to take the motor out because I had a mysterious coolant leak. So I didn't have a lot of things tightened. So I had all that addressed, and yesterday I drove to work and whatever, and noticed the clutch starting to slip. I was like, okay, this ain't right. And the vibration still persists. So for some odd reason, and it's my fault, you know, I'm gonna get into it, the clutch is starting to slip. And I'm like, this is a twin disc. This car is only making like 300 some foot-pounds of torque. It's, you know, it's a competition twin disc, and it's rated for 800, I think. So I was like, this clutch shouldn't be already worn out. I have brand new disc and all that. However, what I think the problem is, and again, I'm not blaming nobody, I'm not blaming no company. I did bought this clutch used, however, I bought brand new disc. So I was like, I'm not the best driver, but I don't think I'll wore a clutch out that quick. So the flywheel, I took it to a local machine shop, and I asked if they could resurface the flywheel. And again, this is my fault. I treated the flywheel as just a regular, you know what I'm saying? You take your flywheel to the machinist, get a new surface, yada yada, whatever. my conclusion is, and I still need help on this, guys, because I don't know what the problem is, but I think that's the problem. Obviously I have a slip clutch, but I don't think those discs are already worn. They're brand new. I think it wasn't surfaced properly, and you cannot treat a twin disc flywheel as a regular, you know, just as a regular clutch flywheel. So I think it may be warped. Hopefully nothing is loose. Hopefully it's not the transmission, because the transmission is effing expensive. You know, I keep saying it, those PPG dog gears are not cheap, especially if you have a full first through fourth set. They're not cheap. It still shifts, by the way. Everything's okay. I'm not hearing any weird noise other than the gear whine, because it's a straight cut. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So that's it with the car. I'm not lying to you. I think about parting it out, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna keep it on the side, because I've been stressed with this car for so long, man. It's my first build, and for right now I'm just, it could be worse, you know what I'm saying? It could have been the motor, but for how much I've spent in the clutch, I probably should have went ahead and bought a brand new twin disc to begin with, because buying those two discs and the throwout bearing kind of came closest to just buying it brand new. So I don't have that kind of money to splurge right now. I still need to get this Mazda done, and trying to get my life sorted out, man. It's not all about cars. You know, I do have a problem. I do have an addiction problem with buying cars, and I don't buy cars for YouTube. It's an addicting hobby, okay? I'm not one of those YouTubers, and I'm not bashing anyone. I don't just buy cars because to entertain people, you know. This is just an it's an addiction, and I think this is where it kind of comes to a stop for now. I can keep going and going, and I don't have anywhere to work on the car. The Mazda's in the way. Don't get me wrong, I've jacked this car up to change the oil on this stone pavement, and it wasn't safe. Trust me, the car almost fell on the side. I ain't bullshitting you. So I don't have anywhere to work on it. As you can see, as you can hear a car coming, it's raining. The car sits in the rain. I do have a car cover. However, it was windy today, so it just blew off. I don't like the setup, guys. I need a garage, especially to deal with this addiction I have. I need a garage, and I don't like these cars just sitting outside and all that, man. So I'm done for now. The channel may slow down. I might still do some videography. If you guys can tell, I like doing it. So hopefully I, save up some money and I'll travel, and just to keep you guys entertained and let the channel grow. Also, I'm sure you guys saw that new logo. I had someone design that like 4 months ago, and I'll just slap it on a t-shirt. I'm not selling, I'm not gonna beg you guys for no money, and just rock my gear out. And if anybody likes it, hopefully in the future it grows and I can start doing merch. The last model I may do for now is try to get the front bumper fitted, so I might do a video on that. But I'm sure a lot of people ask, and I've got this question, but I'm sure you guys have the question as well, why don't rock the front bumper? I like it. I think it gives the car character. This is how I want to, just as you see this front end, I want to put this in a cartoon form on a shirt. This is just, I just like it. I'm not trying to go for no sleeper look or nothing. The car's loud as hell anyways, so I really don't care about being no sleeper. I really don't care if I lose a race. You know what I'm saying? I just like the look. However, I'm gonna get the front bumper back on it, and I'm probably doing a quick release setup, so I don't have to deal with all those Honda OEM clips. But in case you guys are wondering why the front bumper ain't on, because I'm just lazy about doing it, and I just love this look. Like I said, just as you see it here, I'm gonna do it on a t-shirt, and I like it. So, but stay tuned for, I guess that's the last video for now with this car. What I plan on doing as far as the clutch situation, like I said, I don't have that kind of money to splurge right now. Twin disc clutches are not cheap, and I do want to go back to a twin disc. I like it. It's not hard on my foot. I'm still 27, so I drove it from here to Nashville, to Memphis. I drove it to Atlanta. I drove to Austin, and it didn't bother me one bit. So I do like the twin disc, and I still have plans for this car if my life, you know, pans out to be successful this 2020. You know, if I live to see that long. As far as choice, I'll probably try action clutch next time, and so that's the plan. I'll save up for that and do a few things on the car. I'm just going to pull the whole motor out. I'm going to get the exhaust manifold. I'm going to get the side winder powder coated, because that fiberglass shit that I got going on back there it's starting to fade and it started to deteriorate. So I'm just going to paint everything. Hopefully I'll be able to get a precision or a comp turbo. I think this car has a lot of potential. I knew I said I wanted to part it out. You know, my wife even said I don't know, man, why part it out? You put so much work into it, and I do agree with her, but sometimes you just get to an emotional point that, man, it's, you know, it's just like, it's this after this after this. But like I tell you guys, man, you know, with building cars, no matter how cheap it is, if you're just doing a cheap D16 or a high-ass Lamborghini or Mustang, whatever, it's gonna come with consequences, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not too bummed out about it. I got to enjoy the car. It made power. You know, EPTEC did a good job on getting me the power goals that, you know, I wanted. And I know this motor will see 600 someday, but just not right now. But like I said, man, I keep trying to bring you guys content. This ain't a sad story, so I'm not trying to ask for y'all pity. This is just motherfucking life, man. You know what I'm saying? It comes with the punches. The car still drives. That's a good thing. But it's back to square one. I feel like it's back to where I just bought it. Just has 500 plus horsepower. You know, but it's back to square one. Just like how I got it from St. Louis, Missouri. But I don't think I'm going to part it out, man. I love this car. It's as long as I live, man, I'll try to keep it. Now, if it gets a point that I'm financially not able to keep it, I'll just part it out and scrap the shell or whatever. But for right now, I still have a little bit of hope. So I'll do some research on the clutch and let me know what you guys think. I think it has to do with the clutch. Hopefully it's not the transmission, because this was my first built transmission. This is the first time I ever built a transmission. But like I said, it's drive good so far. The gears engaged, the dog gears engaged, the stock 3rd through 6 engaged. You know, it goes in reverse. You know, the transmission's okay. It's just, I think that flywheel is warped. So I'll look into the action clutch and let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I want to go out to a twin disc. So if you're gonna recommend me a stage 5 and a 6-puck and whatever, nah, it's, you know, no disrespect, but you know, I just want a twin disc. I like it. So I don't know. We'll see what goes. As far as goals for 2020, I just explained with this car. The Speed 3, I need to get this car done. This was and is supposed to be the daily, so I can get rid of the Honda Pilot and just drive this thing about wherever I live. And I want to get this done so you guys will see content on this car. As far as my work situation, I work in railroad. I don't want to call the company name because they're not too nice when it comes to social media presence. For some reason it's slow right now, so I'm not working as much hours I had as building this car. I worked up to like 80 hours and shit, man, some crazy hours, especially when I was on night shift building this car. However, I don't have that kind of splurge to doing this car. So slowly but surely, just an OEM rebuild, and you know, whatever I have, I'll put into the car. But I don't want to get into this thing that, like I said, man, this is an addiction for me and I need to change it. I keep looking at cars. Last night I saw an Evo, man. I was like, oh man, an Evo shell for $4,000. Like if I got that money to spend right now. I was like, man. And hearing my black ass messaging the guy and shit and asking about the chassis, and like, man, I gotta chill out for now, man. I got too much. You know what I'm saying? I still have the Audi. I had the MR2. I don't want to get rid of the MR2. My wife helped me get that car. That car is special to me. She's selling to sell it and shit. I don't want to sell. That car is special. So I don't want to get rid of the MR2. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of the content for now. It might not be entertaining for you guys, but I mean, I just post my journey. Hopefully I can help you guys with this one. And big thing as well is to get out of Arkansas. As I said many times, I live in Arkansas, Paragould, Arkansas. Raisa is 9 hours, 10 hours away from me. She moved to Austin. She got a good job opportunity with the government, with the city Department of Health, which is a government anyways. So she had a good job down there. And when we moved down here from Fayetteville, the plan was to only stay 2 years. 2 years. Because we just love the city. You know, the city comes with the consequences, don't get me wrong, because people stealing and shit. And just the other day, someone stole our iPhone, you know. Just the other day as well, someone stole the package in front of the door. I ain't used to this shit in the country, you know what I'm saying? I can leave this car just how it is. I can leave my tools outside. Not saying I would recommend doing it, and nobody would take my shit. We just had a lot of situations with her while she moved to Austin. She's not in one of the best parts, so she's trying to move out. And Austin is fucking expensive, man. It is expensive. They call it like the Silicon Valley of the South. It is expensive. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna move down there. I still want to move to Georgia. I love Atlanta. I love Dallas as well. So, but I want to get in a more diverse neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Nothing here racial or anything, man. I just diversity as far as cars. I like Caribbean food, you know. I'm just cultural, you know what I'm saying? And I like it here, man. I think here, you know, especially in Paragould, without the opportunity, I wouldn't be able to build this car. Cost of limit is, you know, quite cheap. So, you know, that kind of helped me got this car up and running, you know what I'm saying? Save a little bit of money in my pocket. But I need to move, man. I gotta do something in my life. You know, I'm not happy at my job and all that. And like I said, I'm not trying to do any pity story to you guys if you guys made it this far in the video. But it's just time for a change, you know what I'm saying? And I don't believe in New Year's resolution. Whenever it happens. But I just gotta get my life sorted out. And I gotta stop buying cars. I got too many, you know. I got too many. So let me know what you guys think about the whole clutch situation. I think it's a flywheel. I don't think it's a clutch. Like I said, it's brand new. 2 brand new discs, man, I bought, and a throttle bearing. So I don't know. I'm lost for words. So yeah, you guys watch this, made it this far, man. Much love, appreciate it, and you know, there's still hope. The car's not really broken, you know. At least it's not the motor, you know, thank God. So, with all that being said, man, let me know what you guys think it is. So, leave your feedback, like, share, subscribe, whatever. Thanks for the slow growth that the channel is having, and I know someday, hopefully, it'll pick back up. May not be. There may be 5 years from now, you know, but let's just keep at it. So, much love, guys. Peace, respect.